Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out with the AMX30 today. Going to be doing quite a few grinds, but I'm also taking, like usual, viewer tank requests here, so feel free to request any tanks you'd like to see me to play. Nice to see some of you guys are here already. Yeah, sorry, the stream started a little bit later here. I saw some of you guys showed up at the normal time. But nice to see Abdul, Randall, Graham, Labobo, anyone else that's kind of poking around here as well. T34.3 has a funky paint job there. I don't mind seeing the different colors, so I have that little checkbox disabled. Yeah, basically tonight I'm gonna try to do about half grinds, half requests. So feel free, we have plenty of time to be able to get to at least a tank request per person, if not, more. So, not that I've really been around too much today. Ryan and I had a Christmas party to go to, but I saw they're offering and selling the Mutant M6 today. I'm sure some people are a little bit upset if they got the beta version of it. Wargaming did compensate them with like a special camo. Not that it's like anything too fancy, seeing pictures of it. But in the grand scheme of things, before they sold it last year, because they already sold it once during the advent calendar, there was, at least on the NA server, I think the active number of them, like say played month to month, was beneath 100. Were actually played by individual users. Hello, Jeffrey and Carl. So, in the grand scheme of things, there's not too much to, complain about, because they weren't being played even by those that actually had them. So I think it's a pretty fun tank. It's definitely, not the best tank out there, but I'm glad I killed him by ramming, because I honestly forgot that he was actually there still. I just got home, a little bit ago, to where it's gonna take me maybe a few minutes to, or a few battles, I should say, to readjust here. Excuses? I'd like to see you play, Ryan. Which, good news. Thank you, Reno. Hello, Jabo, Alex, and GG. Good news. Not doing it yet today, but starting after this stream, Ryan's agreed upon. She's gonna be playing at least a couple matches here coming up. I'm gonna raffle them off. Some, just for sponsors, and others just through the raffle for while you're watching the stream. Ooh, Lord, I completely missed him. Somehow I bounced the KV4. But yeah, it's not gonna be this stream. I'm gonna be starting to do that. It'll be most likely Tuesday's stream. I'll start doing like one a stream here. See that we got some peeps behind us. Let me kill this KV4. Oh, I actually bounced. That's not good. Oh bueno. Yeah, we got ourselves a little bit of a pickle on this side. I'm gonna try to help this tortoise out. I have no idea what these tortoise is doing, but oh my god, how did I miss that? Great, back this way, because I'm not chasing after that guy. That miss was all on me. I should have hit that. Oh god, he is pointing this way. I did not expect that. Alright, so I guess I'm pulling back now, because this IS-6 is kind of running amok. The guys near their base should be fine. I'm still readjusting here. I was riding in the back of Ryan's brother's van with Levi, so it's This is a little bit different. Oh god, this... You know, that the AMX could not turn that well there. But yes, you know, there's gonna be... I think she agreed to like 50 battles.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
But
she did no such thing, people.
I think maybe 5 or so. So I'm gonna, you know, start doing that this week leading up to it. Because this week's schedule, it's gonna be pretty much the same. The only difference is, since, you know, Christmas is next weekend, I'm gonna be switching Sunday, since that's Christmas Eve, next Sunday, to Saturday, and otherwise everything else is gonna stay the same as far as the streaming schedule. Crap. The T29, the gift tank, all those tanks, they're alright, but I just keep them for the sake of keeping them, but otherwise, you know, they're low tiers, so you're not really gonna see me play them all too much. Pretty much, as far as low tier tanks go, once you get beneath tier 4, not to say that there's no bad tank or no, you know, really good tank, because there are some slightly better and worse than others, but the way low tiers are balanced, you know, it's nothing... Ooh, this guy has really crazy camo here. Bless you. Yeah. To me, just with the lack of, you know, HP compared to firepower, the time to kill being very low, pretty much as long as you can get shots on something, that tank's good in my opinion. You're right there. Bless you, Ryan. Joe Biden. Japanese heavies are pretty easy to play. I think that's an AMX TD request. Okay, Levi. That's why, you know, a lot of people like playing them, since lots of armor, pretty slow, and pretty easy to use guns on them too. Hello, Dylan. No, she still has a full week of school here.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas doesn't technically start till, you know, Sunday with Christmas Eve, so full week school. I think it's a good thing. Yes, I saw it, Gigi. I saw, you know, thanks for posting that too. There is a free code that you can use for loot boxes. I saw someone post it. I'll post it in the chat here. If you just post that, it works on EU and NA at least. You get a free loot box. Nothing, you know, you're not going to win a Type 59 from it. But most amount of damage here, kind of surprising. I didn't think I did that well. But AMX 30, as long as you keep firing and stay alive, you can pump out quite a bit of damage in that little tank there. But my first request is going to be the M103. Getting the M103 here, which, let me start. I'm just going to start using, instead of scrolling through, I'm going to use the filters from now on. Hello, poser. American TD? Okay. Hello, no other nation, I think? Or another nation? Hello, Russian person. But yeah, the friends list, they broke it again. I'm not too surprised, since, you know, they never specifically said that they fixed it. They've just, you know, they sent out compensation on the NA and EU servers, but they haven't, you know, said that they've actually fixed the problem as far as I've seen. Which, there's a possibility, as far as what's coming in the future for the advent calendars, we might see the new, it's almost like a VK101P, German heavy tank tier 8 premium tank. Yeah, that kind of made sense. That may be coming in the advent calendar. We might also, I forget, there's like 1 or 2 other tanks that could potentially be released that are new as well. Just keeping an eye out for them. You know, the Mutant M6s today, I don't think we'll see a Type 59 given that essentially the loot boxes, you know, I know they're like Christmas presents essentially. You know, there's about a 2% chance to get that per box, and a lot of people have gotten Type 59s. I don't think they're going to sell it, honestly. Voice chat, Emperor? I don't know what you mean by that. I assume it still works. You can voice chat through World of Tanks. I don't personally use it, but it works the last time I've known, so. You know, if you guys would like to request a specific tank, feel free to use the request command. You know, Jabo just requested a USTD, so I'll pretty much just kind of pick what comes to, or kind of stands out and most to me. Ah, Lord. I should have remembered that there's a little thing there. He's gonna, I guess he's okay. He's going for something. Whoops. Sorry about that. Again, like I said, I'm a little bit off here. I should not have shot that. I pretty much just wing it for him too. But, yeah. Good job from that guy to get me to shoot my teammate. I'm just gonna load up heat because I have no high hopes for me right now. Given I just shot our Fosh. Granted, he died, so I feel a little bit less bad because he basically just got himself killed chasing a tank that he basically had no shot on. It's alright, Anthony. I had heat load it, so sucks to be that guy. He's not spotting me. The IS-7's getting shot, so I'll try to make a little bit of a move through here to get things. Of course he hit me. I was like, oh, he's on the other side of the train. He's probably not going to be able to get a shot. And yeah, we saw how that went. Just our team's doing pretty well on the 1-3 line. You know, we are up by 2 tanks, so it's pretty much just don't screw up here. I'll take a shot for... Never mind. Go 704. Awesome. I have a heat load it. And he's gone. You don't hear anyone talking game anymore, Emperor? If you're talking about people in random battles, that was never a thing. Voice chat only worked if you were platooning with people. So, and honestly, at least from when I played, like in, you know, clan wars, stuff like that, people did not use the in-game voice chat. They used like TeamSpeak. Now it's Discord. That's the popular one, and a few other ones like Mumble, Ventrilo, I think. Got a lot of people heading up here. However, I don't think it's the best thing for us to get up here until there's all 3 of us. Preferably these 2 guys in the 0 line should, you know, come down too, but what do I know? I'm probably going to be the one to get popped here. Yep, let's go to T50. I just saw that line and... of course I missed him. And he just tracked me again and already hit me. I guess I deserve that for going to the same spot twice. Thanks for sticking your turret out. 704 has got him down. Low HP. And he's a goner. Alright. We're still not out of the woods here, so... Honestly, as far as using premium rounds in this match, I'm specifically loading them because certain tanks, Foch B, Yag Tiger, M103's armor cannot really stand up too well against them, so I'm just leveling the playing field a little bit, especially since I shot my teammate in the beginning. That's never a good sign. We do have a light tank in our base too. That's also not good. Get a little spot here. I don't do that, 704. You're one of the first ones to be spotted there, and you're also the first to die. If our M41 dies, we're actually in a pretty bad spot here. And of course, both shots hit him right on the cupola. Yep, luck right now. We're being capped out. Hey, there we go. I can pen him on the front hull. I knew that was possible. Not just possible, pretty good chance, which the sound bug just reared its ugly head here. If the sound sounds odd, it's not me. It's unfortunately a little bit of a bug in World of Tanks that's been going around for a while. Guy's still staring at me, the Yag Tiger. This LTTB just took out our M41, so that's no good. Kinda waning, still waning. This IS-7 is unable to kill this Yag Tiger. He gets bounced off of him. That's really not good, because honestly, you know, even we're only up by 1 right now. I don't want to pop out this way. I was waning. He should be dead by now. Like, he should be dead 2 times over. But I have no clue. Our T44, he's slowly getting back. It's just, say he has like 100 HP. We're kind of screwed. If he can't reset that LTTB, but I guess I gotta just kind of go with it, because either he resets him or he doesn't and we lose. And T28 again just got go. I'll say he's getting really damn lucky. Awesome, that takes that out of the equation, so I'll move down here now. Hello, Leonard. Fun time. Unfortunately, I don't have an FV 4005 Stage 2. Please take a look at my tank request guide, tank request list, not guide. You can find it in the video description. Also, if you type !! tank request list, it'll pop the link up there. But I do not have that tank. But thank you very much for the subscription, Russian dude, or Russian woman. Unfortunately, I can't read Russian, so. Of course they were aiming this way. Pretty decent match though, almost 3k damage here. IS-7 of course died. I'm gonna maybe get killed here, but I'm hoping not. There we go. And it pushes me to 3100. Say the IS-7 is, I wouldn't even ram him, and I have the ramming crew skills on my IS-7. KV-4 weighs a lot more than the IS-7 does. Master Bad second class. And most amount of damage on my team. Foch B beat me out on the enemy team, but all in all, pretty good match for, you know, started out with me shooting one of my teammates. Not that that guy ended up doing anything, because he literally just drove in front of all their tank destroyers and died. So I have to actually, I gotta reset my client here, so give me a second here. Unfortunately, that little sound bug doesn't go away unless I restart the entire client there. Hello, Ukrainian. Sorry. I take a guess with hello, Grinder and Daniel. I take a guess sometimes that you know a lot of people that yeah, it kind of looks like Russian as far as the the letters, but I do my best to guess. Sorry if it offended you. Since I know that's kind of a delicate situation over there right now. Just go to worldoftanks.com and you can enter it. Just click on top right where your account info is. Alright, so I'm gonna get to a grind now before hopping over to the Badger. So I'm gonna hop into the KV4. Yes you do, Graham. Yeah, that's the whole point of this event is, yeah, they kind of want people to, if you spend a little bit of money to get to it faster, you can definitely grind out a lot of stuff very quickly. Thank you for the subscription, blah blah jig. Fun time. I just said that a couple minutes ago. I do not have the FV4005. Sorry about that. You've already requested it once. You know, please, you can keep requesting it, but I do not have that tank. Next time I'll consider that you're trying to just troll, but I don't have that specific tank or any of the tanks before it. Up to, I think the Archer's the highest tank I have in that line, maybe, if the Archer is even in that line. Alright, so we got encounter mode. Probably gonna... a couple people spotting, so I'll probably end up going down this way since I have a little bit of armor to me, but we'll see. Which a little bit into the stream here I'm gonna do the game of the week poll, so you guys will be able to vote on what game you want to see Tuesday. And then like I said, I'm gonna start, it won't be tonight's stream since I haven't essentially figured out how exactly I'm gonna do it completely, but throughout the week here, maybe like once or twice per stream, I'm gonna do the raffles to where you guys can pick and or vote on tanks for Ryan's gonna play like about 5 matches come. It'll most likely be either Fridays or next Saturdays, since I'm not streaming next Sunday since it's a holiday. I'm gonna stream Saturday. It's gonna be one of those streams. I can add the KV1 to the tank request list. I can't play it next though, so and of course I should have aimed a little bit more, but go figure it. Hit him right on the nose. He's actually gonna pen me here. There we go. Oftentimes KV4 drivers forget that APCR also does it too, I guess. Your tank's so long at times, even though the front doesn't seem that far out there, that you can pretty much get penned on the side, which, screw it, this guy's throwing APCR at me. Why am I throwing standard AP at him when, it gives me a chance to bounce off him? Yeah, screw it. And of course I get hit by the Lorraine on the side here. I guess that's what I get for not throwing premium rounds. I would have been able to pen that track wheel shot. I was trying to keep him out there because I thought other people had shots, but they didn't. But the first shot I would have bounced regardless. That's a little frustrating now, but that's how the game works though. That's why people that don't use any premium rounds at all, yes, you can still play well, but in the grand scheme of things, you are putting yourself at a pretty big disadvantage not using any at all. It is kind of scary that the 1390 is still roaming around back there. They finally got him. But yes, I pretty much do tank request in order, like they said. The only time I go out of order is when, let's take that, Tiger 2, is when I have like a tank request challenge, or like if I specifically know like someone might have to leave, you know, stuff like that. IS-6, I kind of feel bad about leaving you against... Uh-oh. Now I'll go help you out here. Not that I think I'm gonna be that much of use, because I'm not going to get there in time. I kind of felt bad leaving him against a T10, however. I didn't feel that bad. Should be fine, yep, even against a PCR. And of course the T10 hits me. That was actually pretty smart by him. He's still not going to make it. Like, we definitely have this in the bag. But that was actually smart by the T10 to shoot me. I was the easier shot than, you know, taking a chance at hitting the IS-6 in a bad spot. Well, hello, Ukrainian Victor. Yeah, the Waffle Trog E100, I remember that they added it back in the, oops, that's not tier 2, it's Tiger 2, the Chinese server. But that's why a Chinese server is kind of left to its own. Got a mastery badge first class here, most amount of damage in the match. You know, I took a few shots I didn't need to, but luckily the KV4 has a pretty good amount of armor to work with. Thank you for tipping Levi as well. He's probably going to end up at some point during the stream here, nodding off. Because he had, we dropped him off at Ryan's grandfather's, ooh, let's give him one of these. He kind of got double. We dropped him off at our grandfather's for 5 hours, and yeah. It wore him out a little bit. Yes, I am streaming. Not to say, like, you know, I don't mind messages in games, but I don't mean to sound rude. It's just whenever I get like, are you streaming ones, you know, I do have a static URL that has my live streams, you know, YouTube, Twitch, and even YouTube Gaming. You know, they're basically the same across both YouTubes. So it's not too hard, you know, to check. Daniel, you just said that the Chinese server added it back in, so why are you freaking out? They did add it back in as a tier 10 premium there, yes. You just said that. Hello, Israel. The person with the weird name, you know, unfortunately, if you do flipcoin and you mess up the first time, it locks you out for 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if you put nothing after it or a wrong coin number, you know, it locks you out regardless, so you'll have to wait. What do you mean by free XP, Graham? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Anyway, I'm gonna set up here, at least in the beginning, see how that works, and see if I want to push in here. As far as Klondike goes, like hopefully I'm gonna have some time tomorrow. Ryan and I were kind of falling behind. Like we're having, I think we're at 20 people over for Christmas next weekend. You know, cooking, you know, like a full meal. And we're a little bit behind with actually getting the house up to snuff. Not that it's dirty, but you know, there's a lot of rearranging and cleaning. You know, and prepping to get ready for that amount of people having over. But hopefully I'm able to do some more stuff on the website tomorrow, I'm hoping, since I don't stream tomorrow. But yeah, we're just kind of pulled a few different directions. And of course I missed. Might not have too many weak spots, thank you very much for killing him. But so far on Klondike, typically, you know, I would pretty much just avoid this area. You're pretty much either going to go north or south in most tanks. The center area, I feel like only is that. It's only useful earlier. Excuse me. Later on in matches, but only early on if you're in like a light tank, just to scout. You're going to have to pull back. We are getting smacked here. Fortunately, he did not pen me, but yes, they have quite a few tanks back in that area. E3 I'm not really able to do much against unless I swap over to APCR. Or I can actually do Hesh as well, because this is a pretty good Hesh round. It's actually a Super Conqueror I could pull back and smack here, but Hesh on this I believe is 130 pen. Yep, 130, 620 damage, so you're pretty much going to be able to mess up anything that you hit just with the amount of penetration on it. If the Badger wasn't good enough, the Hesh round kind of pushes it a little bit over the edge. Crap. That was unfortunately, that was a very dumb mistake by me. I didn't think he could actually hit me. And yep, I was proven wrong there. And unfortunately for me, I got a JPZ 100 that if he is heat, he can pen me right now. But I was looking to get back and just move a little bit out of the firing range of those TDs. I do not have the AMX-50B Israel, which, you know, with the amount of tanks, you know, especially in the past like 10 minutes, you know, if you request a tank I don't have it, you know, I'm just gonna pass over them, you know. Especially, you know, if you guys watch the stream more than just once, it would be very nice if you know, at least look at the tank request list if you don't know what I have or don't have, but you know, unfortunately I can't own every tank in the game. I might just be in a little bit of a grumpy mood since, not that it was bad being stuck in the back of a van with Levi, but it was a little bit bouncy and a little bit uncomfortable. I'm worried about that E4 behind me, but here's the taking a little bit of a gamble. I almost thought I knocked that tree down, that was someone coming in front of me, and I'm like, no! Try T92, we're pretty far ahead though, so we'll most likely be okay here. At this point it's kind of clean up. But the way Klondike works is, the center can be viable, but it's very Not to say it's very unlikely that you can actually get through the center, but with how both teams kind of have a couple tanks sitting in this area, you're gonna just get torn to shreds by, you know, both flanks kind of converging on the kind of, you know, the weakest area to pick off first, which is if an enemy pushes the center. The center is good for like later on pushing with mediums, light tanks. If, you know, one of the flanks is a little bit stronger than one another, or over the other, excuse me. You know, then you kind of peel off, say, the north, and you push through the center and the south, something like that. I'm stuck with dog talk in my head right now, to be honest. Having to keep Levi calm in the back of the van. Ooh, he actually turned his side to me. I would have killed him with a standard round there. Right, come on team, we can push. I don't have much HP to push, but I would very much like to if we get a couple other people out here. But I do like Klondike better than the whatever the other grand battle map is called. While it really does boil down to like 2 flanks, 3 if you count the center, you know, it is a lot straightforward and balanced, I feel like, than the other map, where the other map just feels like, you know, you put some tanks in the center and then hope that you outspot the enemy team and tear them to shreds. But yeah, this is Klondike, Mike. It's the new 30v30 grand battle map. Just came out last Friday, or not Friday, but last Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the most recent patch hit. Favorite premium tank? Probably the Lorraine 40T at this point. Pops over here. They're throwing heat, so pretty much they're gonna pen me if. Oh lord. First I spotted them here. They're gonna pen me if they can see my lower plate, but sorry, T62A. Probably gonna get RD'd though, I would say in about 2 seconds. I was almost right there. Didn't kill me though. I thought it was gonna kill me. Most tier 10 RDs, you know, aim about the same amount of time. I was kind of counting down to when it would aim in on me to where they should take a shot. Pretty good match though, 4100 damage, 5 kills. You know, a little bit of block in there. Honestly, the Badger, like, I don't use the word lightly, but it's probably the most overpowered tank in the game by far now. Like, it's definitely not like idiot proof, because, you know, you can get shot in the sides, or, you know, pull out and people can spam gold rounds through your lower plate, but it's probably the closest thing to being just, like, not to say unfair to play against, but it's pretty close to it, especially if you can hold down in it. I could have pushed in here, but I don't care too much to get the last kill. I'd rather just sit on the cap and maybe let an already come to me. It's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Yeah, they're running away. Ooh. Not gonna kill him, but I will gladly get a little bit more HP damage in there. Well, I got your M46 request, Israel. You know, I didn't have the 50B, so I wasn't able to do that request. At some point I'll have the 50B. Just got a Master Badge First Class. Like my 3rd battle, I think, in the Badger so far. Most amount of damage on my team, FE 4005, which I gave them about 1100 damage by turning my side to them. Got the most in the match though. Good job for that person. All in all, pretty nice match there. Both sides, while we had a a pretty clear edge on them as far as tanks went. Like mid-game, it was still a pretty well-fought match. Add another thing into the shop here. Right, so when a raffle is going to be coming up, the 800 Levi biscuits to kind of start with here. As far as rewards go, Graham, as far as what you're talking about, you said free XP. Like I've applied them to like the ST1 and the 30B. I purchased all these tanks here already, but as far as free experience, I haven't. I haven't done the tier 9 or 10 yet. Just waiting, to finish the KV4 and the AMX30 grinds here. So I'm gonna pop back into. All right. I get confused sometimes, honestly, using the filters. I'm going to pop into the T34 here. Let's get past that. And then next up, I have a US tank destroyer there. Hello, McFinger. Chat bubbles? What do you mean, chat bubbles? Nice, you must have the M48. Definitely like that tank. M46 is great as well, Well, even though it's 4:40 in the morning for you, thanks for, watching here. I had to start a little bit later than usual. Usually I start at my time, 8 p.m. So almost 2 hours ago. But I had to start a little bit later given Ryan and I were it's a Christmas party every year that family friends of hers throw, and they live where she grew up, basically like 2 minutes away from her house. So we go every year, and it's really nice. She gets to see a bunch of her friends and family friends. So the best tank destroyer, I guess, if you're mainly focusing higher tiers, the last tank I played, the Badger. There's almost no. Thanks for stopping there, Cromwell. If you shoot there, you will promptly die. There's almost no question now that the Badger is by far the best tank destroyer at tier 10. The only way you're gonna lose in that against another tank is, say, like a JPZ 100 firing heat at you, and you somehow can't hit it in the lower plate. That's pretty. Or like, say, one of the British TDs with Hesh is just popping Hesh shots off at you, and you're not able to damage them somehow. It's a lot of circumstances that need to go right in the enemy tank's favor to actually beat you in a Badger. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see you. Okay, you're watching on your phone. I'm not sure how you would be able to change that, but I do know at least, like, it's a little bit different, the options here. Or, you could watch on Twitch if that is a little bit different. My username over there is just C_Menz. At least for me on YouTube, but it's different for me since I'm the owner of the channel. I can actually turn chat off on my screen here that I have up for the stream. But if you're on consoles, I would probably say at least high tiers. My favorite tier, say tier 10 TD, T110E3. If I had to pop down to tier 9, I'd probably go Tortoise. It's a little bit different though. It recently got buffed on PC. Unbuffed version, I would say for consoles, That's kind of hard. Maybe a T95 in that specific scenario. And then tier 8. I'm not too sure. Right, we killed the SV100. That's nice. I don't have a ton of penetration with this, so I'm kind of being a little bit safe, but luckily they just flung that out there. If I'm not using heat here, I have virtually no chance to penetrate this OHO from the front. I don't want to say 0, but it's very, very close to 0. Crap, I wish I had a shot there. We actually need to, believe it or not, back up if this guy pushes into us. This E25's shooting, but don't push there. We need to kill these two first. There's no point in rushing. I guess I can try to help with the Scorpion G if they need it. Go. There's no point rushing into where they have or had, you know, more people in their base, because they're just going to be camping here and you're going to get shot from a few different points where we can fall back, kill their tanks in the center, hopefully regroup, and we'll have more tanks than them left. But right now, unfortunately, you know, the OHO's in a odd spot, but not necessarily bad given that he's kind of a thorn in our side right now. Yeah, that E2. This is where, you know, being a tier 7 medium, this doesn't have the most amount of pen nor gun depression here. As you can kind of see, I'm kind of exposed here. But even with heat there, I wasn't able to finish him off. And unfortunately, this E25 got through. Luckily, I guess hit him. I'm gonna try HE on this OHO, but or I guess I can do it on the E25 here if this Lorraine gets out of my way. If this Lorraine dies to an E25, I have no words. But luckily, down to these two guys here. I did just hit somebody, there was no splash. Ooh, I gotta be quick here. Those TDs there, or I should say just TD. But the pen on this, you know, is pretty lackluster. Even with heat, sometimes you can struggle. Oh, that was a bad shot. I was expecting to hit him, which the Prima Victoria is here now. Not awesome for me. I was expecting to hit that E2 on his the side of his turret, and I didn't react fast enough. Luckily though, I had full HP. But I really like this tank so far, the T34-100. It does lack, you know, a little bit of pen at times, a little bit of accuracy and armor, but the gun hits hard, which is pretty damn nice. Ooh, that was kind of my fault, but I'm really glad you did not pin me there. There we go. We have a lot of people trying to which, sorry, Ukrainian person, I think that was a mistake. You know, temporarily getting timed out there. There's a lot of dating things today. It's kind of weird, but oh well. Master Badge First Class again. I also got a, what's called an L medal. Yeah, top amount of damage on my team. OHO on their team did a good job, but unfortunately for him, our team played a little bit better together. Thank God we didn't including myself, pushing there way too hard because we would have lost that otherwise. I have a super Pershing, yes. Which let me start. I'm gonna start a giveaway here. 1100 biscuits for the winner here. Hello, Gus. Nice to see you. I can add the T26 E4 onto the request list. Yes. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. So USTD, my next tank request here. Why don't I, you know, it was pretty vague. It wasn't any specific tank. Why don't I play the E4? I play a lot of, say, like the E3, T30, T95, or I could play, we haven't seen a T28 since it's been reworked into HD. Why don't I play that? Then after this, kind of have a random tank pick and a grind coming up, and then we have an E100, T28 Proto. Red Panda, as far as challenges go, thank you for the offer, but if you're like randomly challenging me to something, sorry. It's a little hard for me to, you know, I do have something, people can challenge me in tanks on the stream here through the chatbot shop. There's a link in the video description below, like earning stream currency for watching and stuff. But, you know, otherwise, you know, thanks for the offer for a challenge, but I'm all right. I got a lot of tank requests here, so I'm gonna stick to mainly doing tank requests. I would hope so. Screaming Eagle. Like, to me, the Badger, it's definitely, like, the Super Conqueror I think is a little bit too strong too, but just giving that 2 degrees less gun depression would honestly fix the Super Conqueror in my eyes. It would still be extremely good, but it wouldn't be broken. The Badger, though, it needs toned down some way. Either like maybe a hair bit on the armor, but more or less I think the Badger should just get a little bit less traverse for the hull. Maybe a pinch less gun depression if they don't want to touch the armor. That way you can at least hit that lower plate without it being hull down. But the hull traverse, you know, it doesn't seem like a very important stat, but in the grand scheme of things, the Badger's like very difficult to actually flank. Like, the thing can basically turn with you, say if you're pushing in a medium or something and trying to flank it. You know, you still will probably be able to flank it, but the thing's going to be able to keep pumping damage out at you while it turns with you, and you know, with the amount of DPM it has, it just shreds you apart. Me, I personally, I only speak English, and my Spanish is all right, but you know, on the fly here, outside of kitchen settings, my Spanish is definitely, you know, not up to snuff at times. But I can hold my own when it comes to speaking Spanish, since I work with a lot of either Hispanic people or just that's what I took, you know, throughout high school, middle school, stuff like that. Hello, person from Russia. Thank you, Randall, for helping out Anthony. Cinnamon challenge? No, thank you. Okie dokie. I might regret going the short route here, but we'll see. An ice bucket challenge. I remember that. I thought that thing was stupid. It was good that it raised money, but I thought the whole thing was dumb. Brian and I got challenged by it by I think her mother or something, and we're like, no. If I wanted to donate, I would just donate money. I don't need to dump ice on my head. Trying not to get myself too far out here. That would have been nice to pen that. I hit him probably in one of the very few spots that could have bounced. Like the T28, it got an HC armor upgrade where it got buffed, you know, it got buffed a little bit. It's still not, say, T95 levels by any means, but it definitely is better than it once was. Keeping an eye on this RU, but unfortunately we're falling a lot behind when it comes to... I just hit him, but I didn't finish him off. We're falling behind a lot. I don't think I'm going to be able to... I actually did hit him. I'm like, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to shoot through that, plus pen the Yag Panther, but it worked. But I feel like the T28, it's gotten some much needed buffs over the past year. It's definitely at a point to where it's not necessarily a great tank in a lot of maps. You know, it can very easily get flanked, or if you're bottom tier, people can still punch through your armor, but it is much better at actually not making you want to pull out your hair. Thank you very much, 660 Driver, for the follow over on Twitch. Okay, Anthony as well. Thanks for the follow, you know. Right. Yeah. I don't know why I decided to head back here. It's not to say that we have no chance at winning, but we pretty much have no chance at winning. I guess I can bounce some shots here and look important. Yeah. And that's pretty much going to do me in there. The gun depression on this, it's alright, but it's definitely not enough to where, say, like a Badger now, yeah, you can actually hold down on little hills like that and pretty much be immune to everything shooting at you. You want to do that, Type 59? You have 1 HP. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of 1 HP tanks recently. And I had one, like, last stream, I think, where I had 6 HP or something, or 41 HP. It was one of them. Why can't 1 HP happen to me more often now? But downside of the T28 is this stuff happens, and it happens a lot. I got one more shot off though, but you can pump a lot of damage off. Thank you very much, Perun, for the subscription. Hello, Azul, as well. Nice to see you. Which, congrats, GG, on winning the raffle. Well, my Spanish, yes. Not just curse words, but inappropriate phrases, I'll probably say that. And kitchen speak. Alright. So we have a kind of a random pick here. And then a grind after that. Why don't I play... Or, since it's for sale today, why don't I play the... Which I probably should just wait it for the end here. I'll probably play the Mutant M6 since it's for sale in the advent calendar today. But top damage, you know, almost 4,000 in the match actually. Beat out the E75. Unfortunately though, you know, this thing can pump out a ton of damage, but sometimes actually getting yourself in a role that's useful for your team is a little bit hard. But onto the Mutant M6, and then I have a grind after this, and then the E100. My graphics settings, Labobo? Sure. As far as how I set the graphics here, I actually turned them down since I probably will be able to bump them back up now that I figured out basically what you went through, NVIDIA problem and Windows update, which me specifically reset my monitors. But usually the most important things to keep up are down here: draw distance, object, whatever LOD, I forget. There you go. They're pretty important, but I usually just turn down post-processing, shadow turning down, extra effects. You can do lighting as well. Alright, I actually need to play here. But usually lighting and shadows you can turn down along with the extra effects, and it has the least, you know, still has your graphics nice. You want to keep the draw distance up, but turning lighting and shadows and even water down can help out a lot without, you know, hurting, say, the eye candy. E100, I think it needs in today's game a turret armor buff, yes. Do I think it should get it? Because it's already been buffed 2 times, the turret, throughout the years. It shouldn't need it, but with Wargaming basically continually power creeping everything, because they're afraid basically to just rebalance and nerf a lot of tanks to where they probably should be. The E100 would be fine if they, say, you know, tone down premium ammo or basically limited it and tone down some of the crazy accurate plus penetration and DPM guns. You know, having that trinity is sometimes, you know, pretty deadly to an E100, and you can't do too much against tanks like that if you're not smacking it with heat and falling back into cover. But I would think if they're not going to tone certain things down, then E100 could use like 20 millimeters maybe, maybe a pinch less, like 10 or 15, but yes, currently it is a pinch too weak. It's not that its armor isn't good, it's just right now, being tier 10, you know, you're always going to face tier 10s and tier 9s that if you're pointing your gun at them, they're going to be able to pretty much penetrate your turret every single time, unless they're really unlucky and, you know, get a really low roll, or you know, say if you're against a tier 8, they have a pretty decent chance to bounce if they're not using premium. Alright, this thing has a pretty decent gun on it, the AMX 60 or 65T I should say, but it does not have very good turret armor. Or not turret armor, crap. I just got myself tracked. That actually might be a pretty stupid move on my part if I can't straighten myself out here. It's got pretty bad hull armor, but I aimed at the lower plate on that one bounce. See if I can get him. I'm actually going to pretend to do this. He didn't really bite. Smart move by them. Still T30 coming at him, but that was a smart move by them not to get pulled into me. Alright, T30, they're tracked. I say I don't want to cut around the T30 here. They're not going to have a good shot if I do that. Plus I'll get shot first. But I'm actually going to load up an APCR, given that we're probably going to have quite a few tanks back at us here. Crap. We do need to push though before inevitably they start turning around here. That T-34 got really lucky. I hit it on the very back part of its turret. The trick to the Mutant M6 though is pretty much don't get shot in the sides, keep your frontal armor pointed directly at them, and hope that they do not know to shoot right underneath the mantlet. That's the weakest area, I believe. On the front, if it's pointing directly at you. Thanks for translating that. Hello, Timothy. Thank you very much, Samuel, for the subscription. I'm gonna have to fix my Streamlabs thing. It's not making a noise like it usually does. Yeah, I got home like 25 minutes before the stream. I like shoved really quick like leftovers into my mouth because we ate at like the Christmas party at like, I don't know, like 3 o'clock or so. So it's been a little while, given that I'm gonna be streaming till midnight here my time. I was like shoving like chicken breasts and stuff in my mouth, and I might have set up OBS a little bit incorrectly here. Klingon? Well, I would appreciate, you know, it is kind of an English stream to where, you know, it is tough to where if people are speaking something else. I'm coming for you. That Type 59 got me as well. I might actually die here. Down to 19 HP. I'm not even gonna fix my engine because really it does not matter right now. Either he's gonna pen me or he's not. And he, of course, penned me. But, we're gonna win regardless. Yes, my name is Cody. Yes. So we have a grind up next. I've got like 80,000 experience left on the AMX and 110 left for the KV4. I think I'm gonna play another AMX here. Experience. Hoping also to get some, honestly, some grinding in tomorrow. Hello, Rap Tango. It's a, I can show a bigger image here actually. As far as what's on my hat, it's a holiday hat, and I also have a little picture of me and my holiday. Oh, my webcam. My holiday sweater here. I didn't even have to change today. Given we're at a Christmas party here. Yes, Victor. A lot of either dead people or people that didn't necessarily comment on things were commented for the FCC thing. Not that the comments held any weight. It's not like it was a everyone vote and the winning side, you know, wins. But it's still kind of shady, so. Hello, Math BBA. Nice to see you. I'm gonna head out this way. It's alright, you know, as far as like English or Russian or anything else, it's more or less just, you know, English is preferred here since, you know, I can't stream and translate and everything all at the same time. But, you know, all I kind of ask is just don't spam in, say, a different language a lot. Not that anyone's really spamming here. It's just, you know, if none of us can really understand what you're saying. Google Translate typically does a pretty darn good job at translating, you know, say from something else to English, to where we could understand that better. Yeah, I forgot to add the one first class in. But are you saying black t-shirt? I get a lot of first classes. But yes, I do have a black t-shirt on. It's my minion one, actually. Oh my god. That's like a present there. He's got 6 HP left, but holy hell, I'm 53. It's alright, Timothy. You know, nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm just trying to Help everyone out here. Google Translate is awesome when it comes to, you know, it's not 100% accurate, but it gets the message across essentially. Bennybot, I don't have JPZ 100, unfortunately. Not actually gonna poke over here, just trying to spot. Hello, Brave Commander. It's all good, you know, can't make everything. You know, I definitely understand the working, why you just pulled in front of me, and I know you're getting hit by the AMX 13105, but it wouldn't have got stuck there if you didn't pull directly in front of me there. Minister of Silly Hats. Fortunately for me, like, he just got popped. I don't think that there's more than just that. I might be late. Yep. T30, of course, just had enough behind him to get me. Pushing all sorts of wrong here, though. We're actually, I don't know why they pushed over. There's 3 of them there. Plus this AMX 13105 is kind of waiting in the wind. It's not going to work out, that push. They probably get mad at me if they die, which they definitely are, but I can see pushing when we had, say, the numbers or the HP, firepower or something, but we had nothing there on those enemies, and we're actually pushing, you know, further away from our support. So even this Strev S1 does make sense to push. Probably not gonna make it out of this little area, but unfortunately we've already lost here. Being one of the 2 American maps, pretty much it comes down to you win a flank and you pretty much win the match. For, you know, if you win the flank with the most amount of tanks on it, which town was it for this specific match, it's pretty hard to, you know, come back and actually make a comeback. Our team just was trying to push a flank where we shouldn't have pushed in fully there. The enemy team did a good job of just staying near their base. So. Hello, no good English, so... Adult beverage? No, it isn't 09. No, I'm just drinking coffee here because I'm pretty whooped, so... Hard World of Tanks, you know, taking a break never hurts. Which, see you, Labobo. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. Which, yeah, getting better at World of Tanks, it takes time, David. It's definitely a hard game to get better at. But the best thing is honestly just learning maps and where, you know, where you should be at a certain time in the grand scheme of things. Hello, Dana. Nice to see you. I look Rick's son from The Walking Dead, kind of, with the hat on. But the most important thing, you know, is definitely putting yourself in the right place, right time, when it comes to doing well. John got John got ahead of it here. Dreadnought for Tuesday. Alright, so it looks like Tuesday's stream is gonna be Dreadnought. It's the first time someone's ever bought that. I'm not too surprised though, because I know you really wanted that. I'm still gonna put up the, you know, Tuesday it's gonna be Dreadnought here, guys. I'm gonna stream. I'm still gonna put up a poll though. I already have it set up to do, to where if there is a chance for me to stream another day throughout the week, you know, again, it's, you know, it's kind of a low chance of me being able to. I will play whatever game's picked in the poll here, but Tuesday night we're gonna play some Dreadnought. It's been a little while since I played Dreadnought. As far as the updates, the most recent update, they rebalanced a lot of stuff, and you know, from basically from tier 1 ships all the way up to tier 5. I've got quite a few tier 3 ships now. Don't have any maxed out yet because the grind going from tier to tier takes a lot longer, given that there's only 5 tiers in that game instead of, say, 10 when it comes to most other like free-to-play games. Well, I don't want people to think that they can't speak something else. It's just, yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to understand it. They obviously today got some Pokemon emojis over there on Twitch. Fortunately today, I'm guessing as far as YouTube gaming right now, I'm probably at the, as far as viewers go, towards the top for World of Tanks. That's usually when all the spam kind of comes out in force. I really like playing this side. I mainly went over here since, you know, I kind of spawned on this side, but I could definitely do without getting this side, to be honest. I'm from New Jersey. In the USA, so America. Yeah, New Jersey pretty much is easiest city-wise Cape May, but it's not like I live in, say, like New York or something. Yeah, I don't really like this side because compared to the city side over here, there's a lot less you can do as far as like pushing. It's just a lot more open, but even more so than that, where you can push, you're just gonna get nailed by either arty or, you know, just from TDs sitting in the back, the people right in front of you. It's just, I don't really like this side. Probably gonna bounce. Yep. I really don't like shooting T28 mediums. Those things are just silly. I really wish I had heat right now against this Badger, but by the time I reload, he's, yep, gonna have his front at me. Hopefully my accuracy stays true here. There we go. I personally, not to sound like a Debbie Downer, I hate football. I pretty much hate every kind of sport, to be honest. I guess if I had to pick a team, it would be the Green Bay Packers, but yeah, I can't say I particularly like football. Most people like the Eagles from where I'm from, though. South New Jersey is Eagles, North New Jersey is either the Giants or the Jets. I'm just gonna HE things here, honestly. Never mind. Thank you, Badger, for dying. T28 medium is pretty annoying. If I can say so myself, I'm just gonna HE him in a gun. Not that I damaged anything. Because T28 medium, throwing heat, can't pen him because that thing has one of the most ridiculous armor schemes to where if you actually know how to angle it, which that person does, it's one of the most well-armored tanks in the game, which is why so many people rigged to get it. That shot went all sorts of high there. Yeah, look, my computer turned on by itself over there. There's no ghosts at all here in my house. Point at me or not. Very nice if we can get a little help here. Like, I'm slowly getting artied, and honestly, if this E5 pushes up a little bit further, I'm in some trouble. But unless we get the T28 medium out, I can't advance. I've gotten a little bit lucky so far that he has not penned me. Well, at least penned me a lot. At least we're only up by 2. You know, I'd love if we're like, say, up by like 4 or 5 here. I'm gonna swap over to HE because I don't think I'm gonna have a clean shot on anything my next shot. Of course, he penned me. Oh, mouse is out in the open. Mainly concerned about this guy though. Like, I'll gladly HE him. That's, you know, one of the main weaknesses, but I just over-angled my turret there. It's just, you know, playing a super heavy tank, it's kind of crap that, like, he just penned me right through the turret front. At the E100, you know, you basically can't point your turret. He is freaking 1 HP. Are you kidding me? It's the second time this stream that an enemy has had 1 HP against me. It's kind of crap that you can't point your turret at anything. Can't point it to the side, can't point it frontally. Yeah. I can't move back it any further here or else I'm going to get hit from behind. He has HE'd me. Oh, God. This pretty much next shot I take is going to kill me. I don't have the clearest of shots here through this tree, unfortunately. Yep, and of course, I hit him on the mantlet. That was pretty well aimed there. Thankfully, they got the E4. Hello, Big Easy, and also Witsud over on Twitch. Nice to see you guys. The T28 is going to get me here. Yep, called it. Oh well. Unfortunately, the T100 got me there. I forgot he was hiding up there. But, you know, at the end of the day, we couldn't finish off some low HP tanks. It would be really nice if our Artie could splash them. But, you know, it's such a big map, Artie has a lot to cover. Anyway, though, that was a little frustrating. Yeah, New Jersey Devils. The hockey team's pretty good. Which gun? The E100. Really, it's only, you know, you want to play the 15 centimeter. If you're playing the 12.8 centimeter, you're better off playing a mouse. So, there's that. But as far as the next tank up, I have the T28 Proto. Ooh, I scrolled past it. So I'm gonna put up the poll. Thank you about the camo. I like quirky things like that. So I'm gonna put up a poll here for the game of the week stream. Number 6 is Overwatch. So the game was already selected. Basically Tuesday I'm gonna be playing Dreadnought for Tuesday's stream. However, if there is a time for me to do an extra stream this week, you know, it's not a high probability, but it's still, you know, there's a decent chance I'll be able to. If there's an extra stream I'm able to do, feel free to vote. You just type !vote space, type 1 through 6. Number 1's Total War Arena, number 6 being Overwatch. I threw in a vote for Overwatch just because I needed to get the stream overlay to pop up here. But Tuesday night stream, that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Dreadnought, so... I'm kind of excited. I haven't been able to play Dreadnought. I haven't played it for, I think, like a week and a half was the last time I popped into there. Maybe this stream I'll be able to finally get myself a fully maxed out tier 3. So I'm about midway through the grind when it comes to a couple of the tier 3 ships. I'm glad, you know, we have a couple first-time viewers here. Seems like most people want World of Warplanes. I had a very strong feeling that was gonna be the case. Fine by me, I like playing World of Warplanes. Unfortunately, being bottom tier here, granted, it's only, you know, a tier 9 match. I gotta play this a little safely since we don't have anyone up there. I thought about heading up, you know, this side since there's most likely going to be more enemies. There usually is. But I decided to stay down here, and I'm kind of regretting it. Because I could be up in A4 and shooting at least a couple people. Yep, that was my bad there. I knew he spotted me. Up, and I over-angled there. Oh, I'm kind of dumb. Artie's probably aiming at me right now too, but that was bad on my part. I saw the WZ-132 spot at me even though I didn't have 6 cents on. And I still just sat out there and basically took it. But that's my fault. Would be nice though if we could kill the 132, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So close. Type 59 is doing exactly what I would do, just kind of leapfrog up, but yeah. I'm honestly going to ditch this side here in a second. I know the Emil, he's pretty much in the same spot where he was first. It's just actually hitting him. The T28 Prototype has such an inaccurate gun to where, you know, likelihood of me actually hitting him where I can pen him is pretty damn low. But I do like the Prototype. It's just long range. Not exactly its forte. I'm actually looking forward. I want the Chinese New Year camouflage. I think that's probably the best holiday ops camouflage out there. This is where I should have went though in the beginning. This would have been a much better spot for me to go to. Not that I can really hit anything here either, but one could hope. Ooh, crap. hoping that WZ132 does not make an appearance. Of course this guy is coming right up in my business. Yep, I'm probably gonna die here and do 0 damage the entire match. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky enough to pull back here in time. It'll be close. Nope, I'm dead. That's what happens. I screwed up in the beginning, and unfortunately, yeah. Alright, so I've got a mouse next, and then I'm gonna play. I need to get another grind in here. But there's about a minute left for the poll. World of Warplanes definitely, is gonna win the poll here. So if I do have a chance to stream, kind of an extra stream during this week, I'll play a little bit of World of Warplanes. Again, I don't know what day it would be or if I can do it, but I'll definitely, Tuesday be doing Dreadnought for the Game of the Week stream. Just this week, Ryan and I, we didn't get as much done probably as we wanted to last week, so we got to make sure we get everything ready for Christmas. Alright, being in encounter match, pretty much know where I'm going to be heading. Got my very festive camouflage here as well. I actually do have a replay. I was grinding the other day, the KV4. I wasn't streaming it, and same exact map, same exact team. I was top tier. Ended up getting a pretty awesome ace tanker match in it. I'm gonna have to do a recording of it before I forget. Yeah, it's about the same for us. Like Saturday we do my parents this year, and then Sunday we do my parents this year, and then Monday is our house, for the whole family, for like sit down dinner and everything. So, a little bit extra work on our part, but it's definitely nice having the whole family together. Well, as far as, the loot boxes go, I did make a video for them. Yeah, I bought 4 different $40 ones because I wanted a little bit in each, atmosphere. Probably the best bang for your buck you'll ever get in World of Tanks. If you need premium time, but specifically gold, a little bit of credits, a little bit of premium time, possibly if you want any of those tier 8 tanks, specifically the Type 59 is the one that most people are going to go for. The best bang for your buck you'll ever get is, say, getting one of at least a $40 loot box option, if not, the $75 or the $100, or not, 75 or the 100 box loot boxes. More or less, say you spend per dollar, you'll get at very minimum at least 2x the value back. I know it's it's definitely subjective to if you actually need what you're getting, but usually from what people have been posting, the gold to dollar value is going to be pretty much the best you'll ever get in World of Tanks, even compared to, say, the $100 credit, or not the credit, the gold option. I got myself in a pretty bad spot here now, because what turned into people shooting me Foch B turned into people hiding behind me, letting me get shot by the Foch B. but it happens. I'm hoping that they push on this IS-7, because right now they are reloading. I might get hit from behind, but it's not going to be that much in the grand scheme of things. But if we can push and kill these one tank here, the rest of their tanks will not be able to push out and get us. Hey dude, you're safe now. I'm not safe if you keep wanting me to push right. Here we go. Awesome. We got this now. We're up by 4. 3 on the cap with a minute left. I still got 1500 HP. And they have no arty. Very few things they could do to basically beat. If you have basically this whole courtyard, there's not a lot of arty and they're not flanking you. It's very hard to actually win and counter in, you know, this specific scenario for them. Well, yes, they are very careful to call them anything but loot boxes, given the current controversy with loot boxes. I'll give Wargaming credit though when they have sold them for tanks like loot boxes, because they basically are. They've always made sure that if you're spending actual money on them, that you always get... I knew he was going to reset me. Let's just ram and kill him there. You're always going to get, based off of the 100 gold package, so $1 per 250 gold, at least on the NA server, you're always going to get that back plus extra. The way they see it is they're getting people to buy things like that otherwise they're not going to be buying, which is completely understandable. Like, a lot of people probably bought these loot boxes trying to get the Type 59, which there's about a 2% chance per box to get a Type 59. It's not specifically stated by Wargaming, but basing it off of what other people have gotten and also their previous, you know, event like last year and stuff, it's about a 2% chance in the grand scheme of things for any of the tier 8 premiums. So let me rectify that. It's a 2% chance to get a tier 8 premium per box, not specifically a Type 59. But you know, they're not bad to get if you need specifically gold with, you know, a little bit icing on the top as far as premium tanks, premium time, credits, stuff like that. I know. I knew I was going to be able to ram him. As long as he touched me, he was going to die. Well, honestly, like, love or hate, say, Wargaming or any company for putting like a special tank behind like a box like that, but you know, the Type 59 isn't unbalanced in any way. It's actually, you know, it's just an alright premium tank. There's nothing special about it except for like the, you know, essentially, not to say legend, but the reputation for it. You know, they're putting it behind it to drum up interest. It's not like, say, something like other games, specifically, say, like EA games, where they put things behind it that are basically pay to win. You know, you can't fault Wargaming for wanting to make money by putting something that people want behind it that otherwise you can't buy the Type 59. They usually just give it away in, you know, special events to where, while it's a very low percentage, at least, you know, you do have a chance here. But in a way, you know, I'm glad they don't have them in the game all the time, because it probably would get a lot of money out of me. I'm a sucker for loot boxes. I don't like gambling, but it is pretty much gambling at times. But I do give Wargaming credit that they at least do their, they're not gift boxes, they're loot boxes. They do them right, and they do them only during special events when it comes to World of Tanks. And love it or hate it, they're probably one of the, as far as large gaming companies go, they do at least do things fairly. It's not like you spend, say it's $1 per box, whatever it is. Say it's $1 per box and you have a chance to get like 25 cents out of it. You're always gonna get at least the same value back. The Type 59 wasn't a special reward, David, though. It was sold for a very long time before they ended up pulling it out of the tech tree shop. I played the game back then. Basically back then that was the third tier 8 premium tank added into the game in the tech tree. Trust me, there were a ton of them rolling around back then. They pulled it out of the shop, and after that point, I believe they actually might have sold it once after that point. They gave people ample warning it was coming out of the shop. Since then, it has been a special tank, but it's not like they've sold it, and people are pissed that they said, oh, it's special, only can get it now, never gonna sell it ever again. Like the E25 in a way. I'm definitely gonna get hit here. They've given it away, and they've said, they're never specifically going to sell it. But, having it in a loot box, yes, it's kind of skirting around that, but it's not exactly a promise that's, like, to me, no one should get upset that it's in a loot box. It's been on the tank rewards boxes for, basically years at this point, with tank rewards being up for a while on the NA server. And plenty of people have won them through that, so. Plus, it's not even that good of a tank. Like, as preferential matchmaking, it's got decent armor for a medium, but, it's not like something, say, like a Defender. Brave, I saw you said that earlier. I can't really help you. If you don't know what to do in World of Tanks, don't play it. Take a break from it for a month or two. Not every game clicks for everyone for, ever. I took a chance. I bounced him. Did just bounce that last one. Unfortunately, I'm already now. Pretty sure that was my own SPG. And unfortunately, now I'm gonna die. Or very close to dying. Yep, now I'm dead. It's just, I don't know what. Like, I definitely got myself in a far ahead spot. I don't know what these guys were doing for the amount of time, especially this Centurion. I think he's actually AFK if I could click on him. No, he's actually not. It's like, push up there faster or come help us. But they were just kind of hanging around here with nothing to do. I kind of pushed a little early there and didn't read that right. I do have a PlayStation 4. I don't play it too much outside of just like single player games every now and then. Unfortunately it's a time thing for me where either I'm streaming here on the PC or I do some stuff on my website now that I have a little bit more free time, but very rarely do I actually have time to say game normally for the past like 2 years basically. Unfortunately, my throat's starting to hurt here. I really hope. So many kids have been sick, and so many people that Ryan and I know, and especially at this party. I really hope I don't get sick, because that would stink going into Christmas. I'm hoping, though, it's just from having to talk all day that my throat's kind of sore here. I would say that the ranks, I guess technically in the kitchen, you might be considered a boss if that's your title in the kitchen at, you know, where I work, but here I think I'm the executive chef. Right, I'm just gonna keep things simple here. I'd say you opened up all the boxes already. As far as like if you saw any, like I got a ton of them outside just the T26 E5. If you saw a lot of boxes getting opened with say 1200 gold, 1250 gold, or like say 9,000 or something, those were actually premium tanks, but you know you owned them, you get the gold value. You know, now I actually have the Patriot and the T26 E5. Same tank, different camouflage, of course, but... Oop, I was going to say let's get him out, but... Have a good night, Graham. Thanks for very much for watching, and dropping the ban hammer on quite a few people. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. Levi and I are hopefully going to have a very nice start to our day tomorrow as well. I gotta I actually have to force myself to get up tomorrow to do a few things around the house here. Hello, zombie. Matt or Math BVA. The way watch time is calculated here through the chatbot, I've said it a few times, but I don't say it every stream. It only counts you as watching. YouTube doesn't have it in their API and basically settings to where it counts you as watching for chatbots, unless you type in the chat. While my chatbot does connect to my YouTube account, it only counts you as watching if you type one chat message per hour. Most people that I know that use this chatbot have it set to where you have to type something like every 15 minutes or so. But basically, if you type something once per hour, it counts you as watching for an hour. Even if, say, you type something and then just, you know, log off immediately. But since my chatbot's a third-party program, you know, YouTube doesn't have a chatbot built in. Neither does Twitch. It doesn't count you as watching unless you say something in the chat. So that's probably why it's a little bit different. Sorry if that wasn't, you know, clear. Hello, Holy Cow, and Dingo, I believe. I really want my team to push here. We're not in a bad spot. We're up by 4. I don't want to drive all the way up there just to not do anything. But I guess I'm gonna have to, because E110's the only one pushing. But Merry Christmas to you too, and I guess over, you know, in Russia, you know, Happy New Year, since I know New Year's a bigger holiday over there. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, the chatbot developer, it's really just one guy. You know, he explained kind of the limitations when it comes to like YouTube's API that he can pull from, like certain stats. And Google's definitely, love or hate Google for whatever data they collect on people. They don't give out, say, as much data than, say, Twitch does on viewers to third-party programs that can access it. Pretty much all they give away is the chatbot here that I have running. It checks to see your channel ID, the name associated with it, and specifically if you type something in the chat. It doesn't have access to say how much you watch me, outside of, you know, just counting you through the bot whenever you chat, you know, in the YouTube gaming chat here while the bot is running. Hello, Yellow Ninja. Sorry, I only solo today. Hello, Nice Cuppa and RCM4. But nice little win there. Yeah, as far as, you know, watching over on Twitch, you know, the only thing that happens, you know, I don't have a chat bot on Twitch where, you know, the main reason I don't do that is just I really like having everything centered on YouTube, as far as like the chat bot and stuff, to where I'd have to do another one separate on Twitch, and that would make things really confusing. Got a mastery badge first class though here, top 3 damage, and a pretty nice easy win for us here. But as far as platooning goes, I typically only platoon Thursday and Friday during the streams. Nothing personal against anybody. It's just I really good luck to you two and the matchmaker. I like to keep things very like schedule oriented. You know, I do a lot of that with my job, to where, you know, I keep things kind of the same with the stream here as well. Okay, I'll just call you Matt then. That works. Hey, you like the guitar? I'd say I don't necessarily like rock music, but I remember as a kid trying to learn how to play the guitar, because my brother had one. Net neutrality, it's something very important to keep, but please, we don't want to get political here. I'm not really going to talk about it anymore. Aside from, you know, anyone in the US, if you're watching this, most likely you want to keep net neutrality, so it does not hurt calling your senators or your representatives and telling them that you would like them to support it and not have it repealed. But yeah, even if you watch on Twitch, you know, just typing something in YouTube, you know, just once an hour, that does the thing, you know, as far as counting your watch time. Oopsie daisy. Just running into rocks here. He did the same thing. That actually might have saved him. I actually have a sound card on my other PC, but when it comes to this one, I ended up buying a motherboard that had it kind of built in. Luckily for me, when it comes to it kind of sucks, but my representative for where I'm at in New Jersey here, he's retiring come next election. He's not going for re-election, so there's a hope that that would help him possibly listen to us a little bit more. But again, I don't really want to talk about politics. For as much as going on right now, I try to keep, you know, keep as much out of that as possible. I still have an hour left. I have played the Badger, yes. I still have about an hour left in the stream here. You can feel free to type more requests off. Usually, you know, I just keep taking them. But at some point, you know, we'll get to a point where I guess, you know, can't fulfill that request. His shot, or at least I hope that was him. There's a big bad Yag Tiger back there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to push anywhere. We do have a pretty good footing on the 1 to 4 side as long as they actually, you know, push it. Sorry, little buddy, you forgot to look this way. PD doesn't have a turret, just pretty much don't get flanked. You can play it, most of them, almost like any other tank. It's just really, you know, stopping yourself from getting flanked, and specifically just stay away from cover if you're getting close to an enemy tank. Sounds counterintuitive, but it actually will help you prevent yourself from getting flanked. I actually need to fall back here. This IS-3 needs to do that as well. I can't. There we go. Our center's getting flanked, and unfortunately the 1, 2, 3 side, they all condense themselves into one little square, which is no bueno. I'm gonna probably get annihilated here, but it's my best bet right now to get somewhere a little bit safer. Sorry, Mr. IS-3. There's no real hope I had at saving you. All I could really do is kind of save myself. Not that I did myself any favors by popping out and taking 459 damage. But unfortunately these guys, they should have just went in and killed this one person, plus the SPG. And I didn't even get that last shot off because I was too busy looking at the mini-map. Kind of annoyed at myself for doing that, but yeah. That's one of the worst things that you could do sometimes on a map. You know, we still have a decent chance at winning this, but when your team is winning a flank and winning it, you know, easily, if you don't push it in and capitalize on that, and you're losing the other flank, you're taking the one advantage you have, and you're just throwing it out the window, and there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to save any tanks on the other flank, and you're putting yourself in a bad spot. You still want some tanks pushing and taking the flank that you won, you know, whether or not the enemy was there or not. But WZ-111 next up here. I'm gonna pull off another raffle. Well, I wouldn't say camp, so even if you're in a TD with not a lot of armor, you still want to be moving around with your teammates to help them. Good lower tier TDs. Unfortunately, I hate to promote these tanks, but pick the American turret at TD line. You have the M8, A1, and also the T67, where, yeah, you're pretty much going to be able to tear things apart. I'm glad you're liking the stream, David. It's all right, Kappa. Which I still have about an hour to go here. Ooh, hopefully I don't hit a wall here. Has been a pretty long day for me. Levi's out, so. Hello, Matt S. Nice to see you. I still got an hour left, so I really hate telling people to get the T67 because it is a pretty imbalanced tank. But, you know, fortunately for that T28 HTC, you don't do that. It didn't even react to me being spotted. He still wasn't. Whatever, I'll kill him. Kind of feel bad, it's like shooting a, I don't know, I'd say a fish in a barrel, but kind of like shooting a puppy. Sounds really morbid, but gets bounced at somehow. I don't know why the rest of the people on my team are not pushing up really hard here, because if we did not spot them where I went, there is nobody over there. There might be someone like an A1 or A2, but might bounce or completely miss. Either or. Let's start to get things a little bit interesting here. Oh lord, I am really terrified of you, and I just missed. Holy crap. This is, yep, this is gonna be bad. Oh, he bounced, thank god. I don't even care that there's an ISU-2 with almost no HP next to me. There's an SU-152 here, especially chucking APCR now. You need to die. And of course, I freaking shot the dirt again. Come on, team. Hey, look, they're finally up here. I should have been a lot better there, but fortunately, sometimes this gun can be a little bit inaccurate. I didn't do myself any favors, though. Here we go. Now we're back in business. Up by 7 tanks. An SPG right over here that can probably hit me, but I don't think it can one-shot me, which is thought here. You guys want to kill them all, you better hurry up, because I'm not gonna push with a little bit of HP. I should have been able to go on a roll there, but after missing that SU-152 shot, it didn't make sense for me to stay up there and keep getting shot from them. Yes, I played the T28 a little bit earlier. It's a bit better now. It's not like it's not like a T95. It's still a lot you know, it's a lot better than it previously was. Congrats, Dana, on winning the raffle. M46 Patton is much better than the M26 Pershing. You might have seen old stuff about the M46, but ever since it's been buff, M46 is probably one of the better tier 9 mediums, even before it was, if you carried a bit of APCR. The only downside for the M46 is, I guess, penetration and a little bit of like raw accuracy, you know, at long range. A little bit of premium rounds, you know, cover that up, which the M46 is actually up next here, believe it or not. I'm back to scrolling here. I tried using the filters, but alright, so here we go. A 112, no, not unless you platoon with somebody. It can only see up to tier 9. The Tortoise, basically the changes, what they did to that is they buffed the armor, specifically on the top little loader cupola. It is better now. So the changes of that, it's still really easy to damage the loader's cupola, but in, like, to simplify it a little bit, not like spewing off like armor value and effective armor, the center of the loader's cupola can still be penetrated by, say, tier 7s, and most of the loader's cupola can still be penetrated by, you know, tier 8s, 9s, and 10s. But the edges, basically tier 7s will bounce off of it a little bit more now, and you have a chance to bounce off of it if you have really bad shot in a higher tier. But that's the main change that the tier 9 Tortoise went through. A little bit of armor changes, specifically the loader's cupola. Basically turned it from 100% almost chance to penetrate it to now well-aimed shots will still pen it all the time, but poorly aimed shots or poorly accurate guns have a chance to bounce off of it. I'm glad you like the hat here, Philharmonic. Still probably going to push here. It may, see, even though M46 is good and I'm top tier, I may come back to regret this. Because the WZ120, okay, it's in the south. Thank you very much for the follow, Jonesy, I think, or Jonesy, over on Twitch. Now, if I came across the WZ120 with more alpha or the 1390 with a burst, I would lose a lot of HP. Let's take a peek what's here. Ooh, God. He's throwing heat. I'm gonna swap to APCR. I don't necessarily like need it, but at least for my next shot, just as a little safety net, he's gonna pen one of us because with heat he cut through us. You bounced on the tortoise hatch, so the weakest area is basically the flat little bit in the center, but if you aim too high, I think it's the high part of it now, and also the edges, you do have a chance to bounce. Yes, that's probably what happened to you. Say if you saw it hit dead center, if you hit it too high, it's a little bit more angled on the top, so you probably ricocheted off of it, or, you know, just bounce from the, you know, the angle, increasing the armor value. But it's pretty much just bad RNG, to where they left it roughly the same protection, you know, across most of it, but they improved the edges and stuff to where it's not just like a big block you're shooting at. It's got a little bit of roundness to it now, like it should be. How often do you have wins 15-0? Maybe 1 out of 100, I would say, if not more. It's not like a super rare occurrence, but it's not like it happens every day. Hey, as long as you win, that's all that counts. The bank on this guy getting this guy out again. God. Crack him. He's gonna use it up his repair kit, but it doesn't matter. He is a goner. I'm gonna say our south is definitely hurting. Crap. This little bastard's firing heat, but I hate fighting these things. Fortunately, that little bit of, like, it's not bad accuracy on the move with this, but yeah, I'm unfortunately a goner now, unless, that was a bad shot, but thank you for saving me, at least for a very small moment here. I'm actually really surprised that I spotted him. Thank you for killing Artie. This M41, he is just, that tank is a little bit too good at times, but hey, he's playing it very well. I took some really dumb damage from him. We really need the cap though. Come on, third or not. Okay. We're not going for the cap. That's really the only way I saw us winning this, but what do I know? Do I want to get shot from the T26? Do I want to get shot from the Strev S1? They kind of left me out to dry there. Because we're not going to be able to get back to reset our cap. So, yeah. Not that that was going to be a good chance if, say, even 3 of us got on there, but oh well. Did 3,200 damage, 2,400 assists. It's just, I did lose some of my HP. The M41 chucking heat out there, unless he hit my turret front in the Patton, he was pretty much penetrating me every single time there. That's the second match where kind of tilled it from people just penning, you know, penning you at premium rounds, but it happens. Click on that. Super Pershing here. But Tortoise hatch. I'm just double checking here. So basically the Tortoise hatch, how they changed it, yeah, it's still about 175 millimeters effective in the very center, but if you hit it in the top, I'd say top third of the cupola, the minimum it is in the center as far as effective armor is 207 millimeters effective, and that goes all the way up to, you know, 270 plus. So you're going to want to hit it, you know, center towards the bottom part, and then maybe towards the edges, towards the bottom half where it's less angled. But if you start hitting it where it bends around, you know, the left and right edges, or towards the top where it's angled, you know, towards the roof, you're probably going to bounce off of it. I'll show it after this battle here. Alright, these people, hopefully they don't yell at each other. I'm actually really scared because right now my throat's actually, it's swollen a little bit. It feels, I really hope I don't wake up sick tomorrow. That'll kill a lot of things this week I need to get accomplished. Anyway though, Super Pershing, bottom tier here, but as long as I don't come up, say, against a Malshin, or if I'm caught on my own, I'll be fine. Super Pershing, while I'll say not the best in any one area, I really like it as a premium tank because special matchmaking. In a pinch, you can use APCR, gives you a crap ton of penetration. Really has no like true weaknesses. You know, unfortunately, you know, 1v1 against, say, like a tank that specializes in like armor or damage or something, you will come up short, but it is a good tank for kind of just filling in a little bit of everything. Like, it's a good team tank to where you can put yourself in pretty much any spot in the map and not feel completely useless. I'm going to take a little bit of gamble here. I could very much just die instantly, but it doesn't make sense for us to sit here given the amount of tanks they have and the type of tanks that they have. Most likely, they're going to have most of their people right in this little arc here. I am after the stream. I'm gonna do that. Honestly, I don't drink, but if I start feeling sick, especially since I have my tonsils still, do a little bit of like say whiskey or something. Ryan and I mostly have like cooking alcohol, so I'm definitely not gonna drink it. Person's AFK, but thanks for getting them out. Stick my neck out if I can get already. Good. Hop up here. As it goes right. Nope. Not that lucky. Do I get nervous? I wouldn't call it nervous, no. At times, you know, especially since I'm live streaming, it might get like a little bit of adrenaline going if I'm like in a close match or I'm trying not to completely embarrass myself, like flip myself over trying to win a match. But nervous, fortunately not. You know, I do have some anxiety issues still now and then. I've had a lot of anxiety throughout my life. But fortunately, I can't actually pen him. Live streaming has definitely helped me kind of fix that. Ugh, itchy nose. 112. I don't think you can hit me, but that arty that got away can. Again, with the flip coin, you only can do it once per 15 minutes. That sounds like a... We don't have any hydrogen peroxide, unfortunately. Levi used up the last little bit of it. But that sounds like a good combo. I'll have to use that tomorrow. I'll have to pick some up. Unfortunately, this is where weak spots on the top of your tank come into play. By pushing into him, I don't know. Yep, and he got me. And the 112 finished me off. Oh well. I shouldn't have pushed there in the end. Super Pershing, like I said, it's a good all-around tank, but you know, it definitely falls into the category of sometimes it's a little lackluster when you're trying to like fight a tank directly, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, we did lose Arctic region, but trying to click on that. Well, yes, I usually, yeah, I don't get sick very often, but you know, I do at least in the winter. I get a bit of a, yeah, something, whether it's, fortunately it hasn't been the flu the past few years, but I get a little bit sick here or there. Before I hop into another, I'm just going to use one. Do a KV4 and then I have the 183, KV2, SG100Y. But I'm hoping it's just, honestly, even though I talk a lot here on the stream, I very rarely talk very much outside of live streaming and making videos. Even when I'm at work, I don't talk that much. I keep things very, you know, short and to the point. I was doing a lot of talking today, you know, since Ryan and I were, you know, at a party for most of the day. So, I'm hoping it's just that. But my next stream after tonight isn't until Tuesday, so you guys know by then. So if I'm gonna get sick, I'll definitely get sick by tomorrow night. Or Tuesday morning, I should say. Ugh, especially with Levi. Ugh, even if I wanted to, I still gotta take him, you know, at least a couple walks a day. Hello, old bear. Nice to see you. Always surprised, like the enemy pushing lights up like that. I really hope our team does not bite and push a lot of people in trying to kill them. Ooh, holy crap, they somehow did not die. I don't know why our Centaurian pushed that far. I don't think he's gonna like the outcome now. GW, you can ping all you want for that T49, but right now if you don't help that Cent 7, you're gonna lose a little bit of damage potential. He's just gonna get, I think honestly that T49 on the enemy team actually pinned him there. But right now, you know, our Centaurian 7, he's screwed. But our mouse is pushing up, this is not good. I guess I'm gonna stick with the mouse. It doesn't make sense to throw away 2 tanks, but you know, if an ally pushes too far and you know they're gonna die, at least help shoot the people that are shooting them, because they're most likely not going to be shooting at you. Hey, 2 weeks isn't too long for tanks, but you know, it takes a while to pick up World of Tanks. I would definitely say, you know, if you haven't reached like tier 5 yet, that's where kind of the game starts to like level out a little bit. You can pick up a little bit more stuff, and it's not just like, you know, matches are over in like say a minute or 2. I say that Lorraine's definitely gonna die, to where I didn't want to push out and get hit by something that can take off like say a third of my HP. Well, honestly, if you're free to play, you're never going to spend money. If you're on the NA server, definitely the best thing you can do is go to tankrewards.com. Sign up for that. If you're on the NA server, you get a bunch of free stuff for doing it. And pretty much all you're going to be doing is completing missions that just require you to play the game like normal. More or less, though, you know, definitely if you're just at like tier 3 or you don't plan on spending money, the best tiers to learn and kind of have fun are probably tier 5 through 6 for newer players. I personally prefer higher tier, like tier 8 to 10, but definitely take your time. There's no rush to get to the end tiers. Not actually able to pin this guy. Ryan's job hunting, she's hired full-time. She got that 3 or 4 weeks into school, she was officially hired. So that's why you haven't really seen her much. She was here for like the first little bit of the stream tonight. But yeah. She doesn't have a classroom. The school she's in doesn't have enough classrooms for each math teacher. Like 3 or 4 math teachers don't have rooms, so she has like a cart that she moves into like a different math class every class, more or less. But yep, she is full-time finally. Yeah, I thought that TVP was gonna screw up. I could have bet money on that, but time. I might actually regret this if the mouse does not let me get around. Don't do it. Gonna. Oh, dude. I can't pen him there. Nope. His IS-7 is so freaking lucky. but mouse, you should have let me get by faster. There we go. He was blocking me and not turning, to where he let the IS-7 get right past him. Thank you, Artie, for killing him. Not that we're gonna lose this, but he let him just zoom right past him. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? But thank you, Nice Cuppa. But yeah, it's made things a lot easier on us. You know, her getting hired. Well, as far as World of Tanks go, I would say part of the problem I feel like is with the game is tier 1 to tier 3 specifically isn't a very good showing of what the game is. The way matches play are weird because tanks die really quickly. There's no real sense of balance, I feel like, in lower tiers. But once you get tier 4, tier 5, you know, things start to equal out. So don't feel bad, you know, rushing to say to tier 5. One of the important things to do, good match, but one of the most important things to do is get a, you know, say get a tier 5 tank. Let me pick one. The hardest thing for newer players, especially if you're not spending money, not that you want to honestly spend money on training crews, especially early on, is getting yourself 100% crew member. Until you have that, honestly, you're at a really huge disadvantage starting out. The crew system in World of Tanks sucks, honestly, especially for newer players. But your best bet is try to get to tier 5, get yourself 100% crew, to where hold on to at least one tank to where you have like a good crew in it. You can probably put some equipment on it. I recommend getting a rammer, optics, and then pick something else that you think will work. But you know, if you're playing with like 50% crews or 75% crews all the time, you know, you're really gimped. You know, when you're facing other people that have equipment, you know, train crews and stuff on your tank. Oh Lord, I guess they... Like, I have the Death Star here, but I actually need to put stuff on it, because I forgot that I have not played it since they changed it. And let me get some camouflage on this. Why not? Going for... I forgot there's only opaque. Ah, that's lame. Lame. Honestly, I kind of hate how not every nation has... I'm just gonna throw on normal camouflage here. Not every nation has like transparent camouflages, which is a little bit annoying. But we'll just keep it like that. Making sure I didn't miss anything. AP on the 183 is not sacrilege, no. I use mostly Hesh, but they actually bumped up the amount of shells in the 183 to where 8's plenty. Honestly, AP sometimes, while it does kill your DPM, you'll definitely thank yourself using quite a bit of AP in it. Hello, William. Nice to see you. He got 5 inches of snow. That sounds nice. We got a little bit of a little bit of snow here the other day, but it melted, you know, all where I'm at. I need a jacket. I actually do have, it doesn't necessarily match it, but as far as my sweater here, I do have a Christmas sweater, so. Alright, so we got Klondike here. I'm probably just gonna go kind of the same thing I did with the Badger, to be honest. I'm gonna skip the sniping portion now. Alright, so I have a little under a half hour here. I'm gonna try to get as many of these requests as possible. I still do want to get in at least one more grinding match here, because preferably I'd very much like to finish the AMX30 grind and also the KV4 grind and start some more grinds during this holiday ops. That way I can get a pretty good head start with the bonuses here. Well, we know where most of the enemies are. Our bat chat found it out, even though I don't know why he pushed in there like that. That made literally, like, no sense. Awesome. That guy's probably a little bit pissed, but I do not feel bad at all for a Super Conqueror. That tank is a little bit too good. Basically Christmas lights. What's on my hat? I have like little Christmas ornaments and Christmas lights on it. Worried about that TD over here. That no one's gonna pick them up. Exactly what's gonna happen too. A little bit of damage there. Huh. That's interesting. No snow plows. Thank you, Dana. I'm gonna try to get to it, but we'll see how. Yeah, it depends on you know, how well I play here. Probably the best tier 5 tanks. Like, I like the M4 Sherman. I think it's a very fun tank. Can't go wrong with the KV1. I'll click through my garage and give you a better sense after this battle here. I screwed up there. Why you'd push out on a tank with no armor. But basically my thought behind, you know, I carry 12 AP now. 8 Hesh is, even though, you know, I go in, you know, I'm going to use mostly Hesh. By the time you get to the end game, AP is definitely kind of a more reliable round at times, to where you're going to be able to, you know, if you make it that far and you have mainly AP left. Fortunately, I missed there. Sometimes having Hesh will troll the hell out of you. Yes, the hit log, it's in your settings. You don't need any mods or anything for it. Just go to general settings and click over to like in battle notifications or something like that, and you can set it up. It'll show you right in the settings page what it looks like too. That's an invisible wall there. No, I can't go left. This guy hit by a grill. And nope, I guess you're gonna hog that spot. Get their TD drop down. Very kind of them. I can't go around here. I'm gonna get killed. Either by their TDs or another tank. It's just... we're better off picking up them or letting a tank with HP go around. Right now, though, it doesn't make sense for me to do that. He could come over that. We'll see. Hoping he doesn't. I don't know. There's a bat chat back here somewhere. I don't think that's Shrev spotted me. It's just, unfortunately, I lost some of my HP and really not good. Oh lord. Fortunately in this tank, it's not very good if you're getting, like, flanked. It's really hard to... even though you have somewhat of a turret, it's really hard to basically aim two different ways. But I should be able to get a shot on him. Awesome. 1800 damage. Oh lord. Oh lord. That was really lucky. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. I'll switch the overlays. I don't think I'm gonna make it out of this. I can't push on the JPZ. I'm actually going to try to run away here. IS-7, you do not want to go up there. We're going to die. Let me switch to overlay real quick. Here we go. I was in the wrong thing. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip here. This tank, the 183, like what, 1650 damage? You know, 1650 I think, the Hesh, or it's 1750. Unfortunately though, we're gonna lose. Good to see you, Nice Cuppa. Thanks for watching. Have a very nice day. But yeah, that damage, it was in the 1800s, but the standard is right there, 1750. As far as the different settings go, for the... so you're going to go here, battle notifications, battle events. I just click everything off, and the log. But specifically for tier 5 tanks, as far as ones I have in my garage, M4 Sherman's always nice, T1 Heavy, AV1 I would say is a good bet. And as far as those, I would go with them, and probably the OI Experimental is pretty good for newer players if you like armor, since they rebalanced it a bit. So if you like armor, the OI, and then M4 Sherman, T1 Heavy, what did I say, KV1. But as far as like newer players, I've kind of switched my opinion. If you're not planning, you know, to say have a premium account at least right away, I always, you know, kind of suggest that people go down T110 E5 line, because it has a little bit of everything, and you can even go down the American medium line, which is very, very nice. Really the worst tanks of the line are T32 for the heavy line, and I would say currently these two, and also some stock grinds. But you know, probably the best line to go down if you don't have a premium account, at least off the get-go, is probably going to get the IS-3 at tier 8. That's within reach of someone without a premium account. Alright, so let me get to the KV2. Honestly, it's getting a little hard for me to talk here. My throat's hurting so much. But I only got about 20 minutes left. I'll power through. Baby. Holy crap, I forgot my really old jar here. I have some freaking cough drops here from last year when I was sick. Not that these really do much, but they'll help a little bit. Oh, I think he accidentally typed shot or shit instead of shot, but that's all good. I still remember like the it was like the first day after it came out off the test server, the FV183. I almost one-shot, like he still died, but going up the hill on Malinovka encounter, I hit the side of a mouse with a Hess shell plus, because it had more penetration back then and the mouse had less side armor. I penned it, did full damage, and I set it on fire. I almost killed a mouse from 100% HP down to 0. One other person hit it, but that was awesome. But thank you very much again, Dana, for the tip. I'm gonna, with the donation goal, I'm gonna change it after the stream here and add that in there. Thank you, Nicholas, and also your girlfriend, as I almost just drowned myself here. But one of these days I'll be adding some more stuff to this, honestly. That's all good, Randall. But alright, so KV2, I can definitely get the SG-100Y. We'll see. Maybe I'll just try to do... I haven't played SPG yet. Stop doing that. Come on, dude. You're literally... I hate this Tiger 1 right now. I could have hit the T29, and he just kept pulling out and pulling out and pulling out. You're giving him more of a shot to hit you with. Oh well. Currently, yes, William, yeah. Last week was my first like full week off. Caesar's online slot. Sounds like my grandfather. He loves like online. He doesn't play any like for money or anything. He does them on we got him an iPad because he's like he can't go to Atlantic City anymore since he's having trouble moving around, but he loves playing them on his his tablet. This is gonna be a bad match for me. My team's doing wonderful, but unfortunately KV2 versus a hold down T29, yeah. He's gonna try. Say he's gonna try to kill himself, but nope, I got him. Hey, at least I got 2 kills. I'll take that. Nah, all 4 of their tanks are north. I was like, there might be someone over there, but I've got 13 minutes. Yeah, I think SU-100Y. I'm gonna do the M53 too. Well, I think part of the reason with EU, since I played a couple hundred battles over there, not many, but you just have so many different nationalities, languages, and stuff to where it can make things go very negative very quickly if people misunderstand each other. So, in the NA server you can get that, whether it's no crap. Whether with just people being pricks, but yeah, I died here. Being pricks, or like say people speaking Spanish or something, or Portuguese. That happens a fair bit. I'm going the wrong way. SU-100Y. Honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit beat up here. Yeah. It's been a really, really long day for me. But let me start a raffle here. Winner gets 1,400 Levi biscuits again. The Ukrainian person, I forget your name, but see ya. Thanks for watching. Okay, enough of that cough drop. Honestly, with this microphone, you probably heard me freaking chewing the thing. Microphone like picks up everything. Good and bad. Awesome. That's why you don't drive in a straight line. I would have been able to hit that otherwise. Well, I did my job this match. I landed a shot. I don't know if that VK can. I'm assuming he can spot there. Or no. I'm shooting at the completely. I'm shooting at the wrong thing. Holy crap. Yeah, no crap. I can't even hit him because I'm shooting at the wrong bunker. Oh, Lord. That type's making a move for it. You guys actually spot him? That's why you're out there. You're just gonna let him close in on you and then we can't hit him. Not there. What? That's what you guys let or get for letting a Type 59 push across without spotting him on the most vulnerable path or part of his path. Starting to miss words here. Assuming this guy's gonna move forward. It's like, unfortunately, you know, I don't have that many shots with this thing, but no crap. Like, honestly, I hate pushing out to where those people pushed, but why you don't push that center road, it's a trap. You're pretty much stuck there. You can't spot from it without getting shot, and you need a ton of support to actually do anything from there. I tried my best to do what I could, but oh, that was nice. Nice little ammo rack there. That guy's probably very angry, but yeah, I got a little lucky. I'd be a little bit angry there if I was that person. Ooh, they're actually gonna come for me. This is not good. You want to do that? Got really lucky though. Wait, there's a dead tank there. No, that's not good. Take one more shot, I believe. Oh my god, I critted him. Take that. We're up by so many tanks, it doesn't matter. Hello, for free. Nice to see you. It's been a little while. Congrats, Floyd, on winning the raffle. That was a fun match. Didn't start out very well, but I'm glad we won that. A little bit festive here again for the, you know, holidays. Let's see where I ended up as far as damage goes. Got a mastery badge 2nd class, kamikaze. Luckily we ended up finishing those couple tanks off quickly. second most amount of damage. Top 2, AMX50 100 did a damn good job. But yeah, that felt good hitting. Who is this guy? Yeah, 770 damage, one shot. I think it was him. I don't know, but anyway, let me get in one more battle here. Got 5 minutes left. I'm gonna do the arty, since I haven't played SPG yet today. But my next stream is gonna be Tuesday, 8 a.m. start time. Which thank you very much, Nicolas Martillo, for the subscription. You know, 8 a.m. start time, EST time for World of Tanks, and then at night, starting at 9 p.m., it's going to be Dreadnought for the game of the week. No problem, William. Honestly, like, it looks better on camera, but the way we found easiest, we just found like a straw hat, you know, kind of like a hat you just find. I think we got it from Michael's, because that was the first place we saw one in. And then basically we just put a little bit of burlap over it and hot glued everything to it. And these little lights, there's a little battery pack on the back. Like, these are little lights like you put like in mason jars and stuff. And we just weaved them in and out of it. See you, Nicholas, or Nicolas. Thank you very much for, you know, the sub and watching. I'm glad your girlfriend likes my hat. My now fiance is the one that made it, so she's always happy when I tell her about people liking the stuff she does for the stream. Haven't really been much of my dog back here for the stream, but he's usually a little bit more energetic. Yeah, I'm not plugged into anything, fortunately. Just a couple, like, AA batteries. I'm gonna hit this guy. It's not gonna do a ton of damage, but especially with me completely missing there. My main goal was, he has the most armor on their team, and he's kind of leading the push. Why can't I hit anything? Come on, it's my last battle. I definitely need to help them with him. But the T28's throwing Ichi. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a higher chance to hit things. Come on. Here we go. Very nice. Got a little bit of stun. Back to the VK, because he's the one honestly messing up everything. Unless I can get a shot with, say, like two tanks in it. Might hit him here. Here we go. Got some crits. Stunned him a bit. That should help out those guys. Gotta keep an eye that I don't get spotted there. Okay, so I guess they did not take advantage of that. BK's dead, so should be able to kill. I'm back to the double shot. This is my weak flank now. I gotta push up this way. See you, John. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice night. Or sleep tight. Don't let the badgers bite. Oh, I'm so lame. I don't think that T29 spotted me. We'll figure out in like 2 or 3 seconds here. That missed. I don't know why they're calling them morons. Like, we're winning. There's no point in yelling at people. This is such a crappy shot because I moved up closer. Like, there's no point in me shooting this unless he moves up. Yes, yeah, I'll take it. What the hell? It landed way too short though. Not a great battle on SPG, but at least we're gonna win. But thank you very much again for watching, guys. The next stream, of course, is going to be Tuesday coming up. 1 in the morning for tanks, 1 in the night for base tanks, Dreadnought. No! How dare you shoot me like that? You kidding me? I just clicked and I died. Oh well. You know, in this case, I don't know why he shot me. He could have gotten more damage from shooting someone else. But anyway, thank you very much again for watching, guys. Well, most people hate Artie over here as well. I don't mind it. But thanks again for watching, guys. Have a very nice night or day, depending on where you're at. See some of you guys Tuesday. If not, streaming schedule's the same for this week. Streaming Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Thursday morning, Friday night. But next Sunday, since it's Christmas Eve, I'll be streaming Saturday night instead. Just, you know, a little heads up there. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Have a good one.